Hi. Okay, let's see how this goes. Background check, sound check. Not really, but let's do it. So, yeah, weekly update about not so much about relationships, but how I feel about how I'm dealing with relationships. So, yeah, let's do it. Today is Sunday, almost 10 p.m., which is quite late for me. I should be already in bed, but it's okay. But I still wanted to do like a catch up because I feel like it's really good for me to let it out and try to put some organization in my thoughts. So let's see what happens with this. Because yesterday I was so damn fired up and I really wanted to do a video just to again let everything out and let's see if it makes sense or not. But usually when I'm really mad, upset or something, it's not the best time to share my thoughts because I usually regret it later. And I guess with YouTube, I can just delete the video and that's it. But just seeing myself so pissed and so mad, I wouldn't like that. So maybe today, a day later, I can talk about it. Still a bit mad or upset, but not so much. So this is good. And then it it brings more clarity. I feel like it's not as messy and it makes a little bit more sense because you let your feelings sit for a little bit. But yeah, basically, long story short, what I say in all the videos, since I turned 30, I'm trying to date more intentionally, more maturely, all of these things. And I'm trying to meet the one, like I'm trying to be in a long-term relationship and it's not going great. I started this process back in August 2024. We are now February 2025. So unsuccessful, but we're having fun, question mark, in the process. So let's give it that way. But yeah, I'm trying to meet one person at a time because I think or I thought that is the best way to do it. I'm starting to think otherwise because it's not working. Now it's been a while. But I really want to believe that in order to meet someone special or to meet someone and transform it into something special, you really have to put the effort and you really have to put the focus on that specific person. If I'm meeting multiple people at the same time, it's completely fine. But I don't know, I feel like it was not working for me in the past. And now focusing on one person at a time is not working either. But at least it's a different approach. We're trying things and we like that. We as in me, because most of my friends are telling me that it's not the best approach because they make a valid point that you cannot force to meet the one, you cannot force to meet a boyfriend, a long-term thing. It just happens. And I agree with that, but I also feel like you have to be open, and if you really want to be in a relationship and it hasn't been easy in the past, maybe you need to put the focus on it. And what I said in other videos, it's not like I'm like 24/7 I think about having a boyfriend. Like I'm really happy to have a good job, I have good friends, I work out, like I do a lot of things. The only thing that has changed, that has shifted a little bit, is the mentality about dating, and that's completely fine, I think. But maybe in the near future I change the approach because again it's not working. But still we are discovering ourselves. I don't know why I keep saying we, but I am discovering myself, and it's not fun. Fun is not the word because it's not like I'm always laughing about it and stuff. But it's been interesting because you're discovering things about yourself that you didn't know, or you never sat with those feelings, so you don't come to these realizations. But yeah, what I was saying is that yesterday I was supposed to meet with someone, and I'm a bit upset because it happens a lot, but every time it happens it's still really annoying. So we've been texting a little bit, nothing crazy, like for a week maybe, and not every day. We matched on Tinder. He was really cute, he was really nice, like we were vibing. I feel like we clicked. And already around the beginning of the week, like Monday, Tuesday, we were like, oh, we should meet. Let's meet by the end of the week, like during the weekend. I'm like, great, love it, let's do it. So Monday, Tuesday, we already said that we were gonna meet on Saturday afternoon. Then we were talking a little bit during the week, but maybe one day he was not replying at all. But since I'm trying to make the effort and not just move on to the next one I see that something, once I see that I don't like something. So maybe if he was not replying for a day, then I would send a gift or something, like trying to keep the conversation going, because people are busy, people go through things, and it's completely fine. Sometimes you just forget to reply. And my 20-year-old me would be like, okay, he's not replying, he's not putting the effort. Let's go to the next guy because there's a lot of people. But again, I'm trying to date more maturely, more intentionally. So I'll put the effort. So yeah, I was like sending gifts or something if he was not replying for a day, like 24 hours. And it was not bothering me because I am deciding to date more maturely, more intentionally, and all these things. But yeah, then Saturday comes. Eventually, we changed to WhatsApp because we were talking on Tinder. We matched there, and the conversation was there. But then we changed to WhatsApp, and that's already not a big deal, but it's a little bit important, at least for me, because I don't give my phone to everyone. At least I try to meet in real life once, and then I give my phone, because lots of matches, lots of people talk about meeting, and then it doesn't happen for whatever reason. So I'm trying not to spread my number around. But yeah, I gave him my number because, again, I'm trying to do things a little bit differently. It's like everything in life. If you do the same every day, you cannot expect a big change. So you have to do things differently in order to see the change and to become the change. So this is what I'm doing. And yeah, so we changed to WhatsApp, and then on Saturday we were supposed to meet at around 4, let's say. And he was like, oh, maybe we can meet a little bit before or later or Sunday. I already hated how he was phrasing the whole thing, because it's like, let's not meet at the time that we agreed, let's meet around that time. But I don't know, it was a bit weird, it was a bit odd. But again, we're trying not to judge, like we're being more mature. So I was like, okay, no big deal. Like, I thought it was a big deal because I feel like when people waste your time, it's a big deal for me. Like, if we're saying let's meet at one time, and then on the same day you say that you cannot, like, I don't love it. But again, I'm trying to be a little bit different, to be more accommodating, because in the past I've been really, really strict with these things and it didn't work. So yeah, he was like, oh, let's meet a little bit later or tomorrow or before. And I'm like, okay, we can do today, since we already talked about meeting today, but maybe a little bit later, not in the afternoon, not early afternoon, but in the evening. And he's like, okay, great, let's do it. And he was not texting that much, but I thought, okay, people are busy, it's completely fine. And then eventually he sent me a text saying that he went workout, some spinning class or something, and it took all his energy, and maybe he wanted to cancel. Like, he was a bit nice about it, like justifying why he was canceling, but I didn't like it. And if you cancel me on the same day that we're supposed to meet, when I was waiting around because we were supposed to meet at 4, so I didn't make plans in the afternoon, and then we were supposed to meet later, so I already wasted my afternoon, and now I was gonna waste my evening. And I don't like this behavior. I think it's really disrespectful. I don't know, when you say yes to something, you're saying no to a lot of other things. And I'm not just talking about meeting people. In my case, yes, I was supposed to meet a friend, but I said that maybe not, because I'm talking with this guy and we're probably gonna meet on Saturday. But even if I wouldn't have other plans, the plans that I do with myself, just for myself, like going to the gym, if I wanna write, if I wanna film YouTube, if I wanna fucking watch a YouTube video and just stay at home. Like saying yes to someone is saying no to other things, even if we're not talking about meeting other people, even if it's just plans with myself. And I was really annoyed because I really respect other people's times, and I completely get it if there's a big reason to cancel. Like let's say your grandma died, let's say you got into an accident, I don't know, like less big reasons to cancel. But if you're canceling because you're just a little bit tired and you already reschedule on the same day, I think that's messed up, to not use another word. And I know, I'm completely aware, like 100%, that for some people this sounds really dramatic, but I don't waste my time. I try to be really productive and stuff. And I feel like it's so disrespectful to do that. And I don't want anything to do with someone that is not making the effort to meet. Again, after rescheduling already the same day, like hours ago, so disrespectful. So then I just answered saying, oh, okay. I was texting like quite a lot, but deleting everything because I'm like, let's not create drama. Like, let's be nice. Like, I was furious. I was really, really mad. And I was about to send some text, like saying, I think this is disrespectful. You shouldn't do this. If you were tired or if you wanted to reschedule, you should have said it before, because life happens, like things happen, but don't do it so last minute. And then I was deleting the whole thing, and I'm like, let's not do it. I haven't met this person yet. It was just a match on Tinder. We've been talking for a week. Let's not give him all of this energy, because he doesn't deserve it. And I don't want to create bad blood with absolutely anyone, even if they have wronged me as in canceling or rescheduling. But yeah, I don't want to do that. So then I deleted the whole thing, and I just sent something like, oh, okay, like ... like, I hope you get some rest or something like that, and call it a day. And then he said sorry once again, but I don't want to meet this guy again. And I repeat, maybe I'm being dramatic, and some people would be like, okay, he canceled, but you can meet some other time. If a relationship or a situationship, whatever that was gonna be, starts like this, like already canceling on the first day, I don't think I want to invest my time and my energy in someone that doesn't respect me and respect my time. And if this is not a big deal for him to cancel and reschedule and all of it, it is for me. So still my feelings are valid, and the way that I feel is really valid. And if for him it's not a big deal to just cancel and reschedule, then we are just really different people, and maybe we shouldn't get involved and we shouldn't be in a relationship or whatever. So I feel like saying it like that, I kind of avoided a bullet, as they say. Is that the saying? Probably not. But you know what I mean? Like, if we are so different in something so important as in meeting, as in hanging out and agreeing on the time and stuff, I feel like I don't want someone like that. So maybe in the long run, I'm just making myself a favor, if that makes sense. But yeah, this made me think that in the past, when something like this would happen, I would be really mad, I would be upset, and I would tell the other person how I was feeling. And in a way, it's good if you are able to do it in a relaxed manner, but it's difficult for me in the moment when you're so heated. How do you communicate all of this, that you're upset, that you think is disrespectful, that you don't want to meet anymore? How do you communicate all of this while you are feeling so much inside, and when you haven't met that person, like not even once, it was just a match on Tinder? So my previous me, like me in the past, like 20 something old Mark, my name is Mark, would have sent a text, maybe a little bit passive aggressive or straight up mad and upset. But now I don't want to do this because the other person doesn't deserve it, and I don't want to waste my time and energy doing that, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Yesterday I was really, really upset, at least for a little bit, like not for the whole day, but for a little bit. And then I started to think it sucks that dating is so difficult. And again, I'm really grateful because I'm in a situation that I can risk my love life a little bit, because everything else I feel like is great. So I can be emotionally invested in my love life without being really sad or upset. Like I am sad or upset, but not extremely sad or upset, because I know that I have a lot of things going on at the same time, and everything else is going great, I think. And this was making me think as well, because I'm watching this TV show, Singles Inferno, the Korean version, and being from the Asian countries, I don't know in all the Asian countries, but in Korea, they are taking things really, really slowly, and it's super, super cute. Basically, it's 6 men, 6 women in an island, and they get to know each other. But I feel like the same show in Spain, I'm sure there's something like that. I am from Spain. It would be a mess, because after meeting, like 1 hour later, they will be having relationship. No, how they call it without saying words that you cannot say on YouTube. Like they will be doing nasty stuff. Let's say in that way. Let's say it that way. But in Korea, it's really cute, because just touching each other a little bit in the hand, like holding hands, for example, it's a big deal, and they put it on replay and from different angles, and it's really dramatic, and the commentators are like, oh my god, they are holding hands, and it's super cute and it's super sweet. But now I'm on episode 6 or 7, and I think they spend 10 days in total, which is not a lot, but it's a little bit of time. And then I was imagining myself like, right now I'm dating people, but again, I'm working full time, I go to the gym, like I meet with friends, I have other things going on in my life. If I would be just meeting people like 24/7 for 10 days, let's say I'm on the show, I get why people are so intense and dramatic, because this is all you have going on. And even the Korean version of this show, at the beginning everyone is super chill and stuff, but by the end, when you are with the same people, you're trying to create connections, and you're getting rejected, but maybe you like this other person, and you go on a date, like maybe now the guy that you like is interested in someone else, like when this is your whole focus, I understand why people are so, not aggressive, but so intense, and they feel so much. So lucky for me, I have other distractions, I guess. But yeah, I completely understand why people are so, I don't want to say dramatic, I don't know what's the word, but why people are so involved on relationships, and why when it's going great they are super happy, and when it's not going so great they are super sad and devastated. I can completely feel it, because if I would be in that situation, like focusing on relationships without working, without going to the gym and everything, and the way that you feel stuff, it multiplies by 10 or whatever. So yeah, and yeah, I just wanted to let it out. And even if people are canceling on me and stuff, or not wanting to meet and stuff, I still try to remember that I'm a catch, and I'm really happy with the way I am, with the way I look, and how I'm living my life. So this is a good reminder for me and for everyone. Like even if people are rejecting you, like you're struggling to go on dates and to meet people and to meet the one, quote unquote, we have to remember that we're doing great and we are a catch, and we don't need to be with someone just for the sake of being with someone, if that makes sense. But I'm getting to 20 minutes, so I think that's it. Subscribe, like, all these things. See you on the next one. And I know if I'm forgetting something, hopefully not, but yeah, that's it. Bye bye.